What is good, guys? Charles from Team COG coming at you guys here with the 32 YuGiTuber stream tourney. This was round 2. I ended up going against Salt Collection. I will have a picture pop up of his YouTube. He's a European YuGiTuber, I believe. Pretty nice guy, awesome guy. Other than that, we'll just go ahead and jump into it. Please remember, guys, to check down the description below. Check out our sponsors here at Team COG. And also, guys, if you guys want to join the Crusade, please think about becoming a member and hit that join button. Also, guys, please remember to check out our sponsors at OPHIDIAN Games and Accessories, GameTime's Cards and Collectibles, and if you guys want to get some awesome sleeves and stuff, check out Imperium Duelist, all down below. And without further ado, one of my subscribers asked me to hide the hands, so here you guys go. I was able to hide the hands, and let's just go ahead and start the game. So I end up winning, going first, and I'm not going to be very proud of this, guys. I'm really not going to lie to you guys. I end up misplaying quite a bit, and this game in particular, I make an awful misclick, and it really just made me question my whole Yu-Gi-Oh career. And then like in games further on, you'll see. So we're pretty much we're go full combo here. We only have to fear the Imperm, thanks to Trap Tricks Reflasia, Skull Dread, drawing us cards, getting to Waterfront here, pretty much activating World Legacy Succession. And here, I guess, one second, I'll go ahead and pause here. Here, I kind of make kind of a questionable play. This is where I think I got in my own head to allow me to kind of like misclick. So in my mind, I'm thinking I need to play around Dark Ruler no more, but then also in my same mind, I'm seeing that I have the ability to set up an FA Dawn Dragster, and not just those two thoughts conflict. So I see the play for Gamma Seal, but I also kind of like, I can't make Dawn Dragster without making my board not like Dark Ruler proof. And this is where I kind of like mess up here. I should have pushed forward and gone for Equimax with the turtle and set up for the Dark Ruler negate in case they have it. But coincidentally, I kind of don't. So I just kind of go ahead and go to Dawn Dragster. And then I make a horrible misclick right here. Like, as you guys see it, like all you got rolling, like all the Crusadia players, everybody out there, like this, my ancestors are rolling in their grave. The Crusaders of a long time ago are trying to break out to clap my cheeks. I end up accidentally clicking the special summon effect of Skull Dread. I click on him, see the special summon, try to click off, and I click the special summon, and I can't, you know, with EDO Pro here, you can't back out. So I am just stuck with summoning the Reclusi. I didn't even activate Waterfront effect to get the Gamma Seal to my hand. So I'm kind of, and this is the biggest misclick. This made me question my whole career, and was really upsetting. Seppuku was an option, not gonna lie. So I got to pass to him. I don't know what he's playing, but of course he opens the one of Instant Fusion, so I got to negate that with Dawn Dragster. And it's Magical Musketeers. So coincidentally, he actually makes a misplay. I don't know if he meant to do it. I don't know, like, we're Yu-Gi-Oh players, so we can't really read. So he doesn't think to read Trap Tricks Reflasia, and Reflasia says it's unaffected by trap effects. And also, outside of the I'm not seeing any hand traps here. Reflasia's just sitting there doing nothing because he hasn't, you know, activated any hand traps, and Reflasia doesn't do anything to Magical Musketeers except for, coincidentally, being immune to their trap cards. But continuing on, Starfire here is going to resolve, getting him Casper. Casper's going to go, and Casper's going to come out, and then Max is going to be summoned, getting him a lot of cards. But this is where, like, look at all these cards he has in his hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I'm just showing his whole hand. I didn't know I could do that. Showing his entire hand up here. And this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If I count right, 7 cards in hand. Like, he is, like, according to, like, hand presence and, like, even his field, he kind of has a dominating presence over me. But again, the Magical Musketeers, all their stuff are limited to hard once per turn. So he's already used Cross Dom and Desperado. So, like, he has, like, absolutely, to be honest with you, no way to out this current board. I'm outside of attacking over the Dragster. Now, with that being said, you know, following the next turn, Desperado and Cross Dom become live again. So we'll just see what happens. Guilty Crown, or no, Bloody Crown, excuse me. Gets him a special summon. He goes into Phoenix to try to remove the Waterfront, but Waterfront has a cool effect. Just remove a counter to protect it. So he still has Kid Brave out. He Desperados my Gamma Seal, and then chains to that the Dancing Needle to remove all 3 cards. We're going to go into some primitive Yu-Gi-Oh here, and we're going to summon out the Turtle. So this is essentially Caveman Yu-Gi-Oh! I normal summon the Turtle, which I think I've only done once before, and Magical Musketeers struggle with getting it over anything that's over like 2,000. and Gamecile's 22. And on top of that, Gamecile can just negate. Similar to Fire Fist, Magical Musketeer's Counter Trap can only negate spell and traps. So Cross Dom is the only answer to the Kaiju. But coincidentally, we can negate the Kaiju, or negate the Cross Dom as well. So he ends up going here. He just passes it to me. He must have not drawn anything too good. So it's going to be the Sea Turtle Beatdown. But I end up normal summon Skipper, reveal Equimax, go into Magius, and essentially I'm just comboing off here, getting ready to go into build up to an Equimax to kind of apply more pressure, to kind of recover and what do you call it when you, oh gosh, the words escape me. When you try to fulfill yourself, or whatever it is called. Retribution for my awful misclick in the very beginning. But he ends up scooping up here, and we're just going to go ahead and jump into game 2. Alright guys, game 2 here. He ends up opting to go first. I end up side decking Dark Ruler No More, Kaijus, and all that type of stuff, just because of I know that Dark Ruler, if you negate all the Magical Musketeers, they can't, activate their cards from their hand, so that's why I put in Dark Ruler No More. And Kaijus, because, you just want to Kaiju them. In case you don't see Dark Ruler No More, we can potentially put for lethal if they end on just one monster. And I do know I sided in the field spell, the Crusadia field spell, because, like, the Crusadia field spell plus, like, Dark Ruler No More, even though we can't deal damage, essentially you can out the entire board in that sense of just getting to revival. And, yeah, let's just go ahead and jump into this next game. So we see, the normal summon of Casper. Guilty Crown activating to get Casper a search to summon out Calamity, linking into Max. I don't think this was correct. This kind of actually caught me off guard. I don't think he should have even linked into Magical Max, to be honest with you, because Magical Max is only 1,000 attack, and I think even Casper's 1,200. So, like, this card only reaps benefit when it's used on the opponent's turn, or used on, not really even used on the opponent's turn, when your opponent has a board set up, excuse me. So, I was very confused in this, but then again, like, 3 cards in hand, and, I smacked down Dark Ruler No More, negating all that, just going into Equimax, and then knowing that he probably went first and he doesn't have any hand traps really, I kind of make a questionable play, but he does have a hand trap in the side of Dark Ruler, not Dark Ruler, Link Rebo, and this is where I kind of do make another questionable play. I decide to go ahead and link off. I should have waited, but like, the thought was going through my head, like, he has 2 cards left in hand. I was really thinking, how can I completely out this board? How can I, like, stop him? The way I play it, guys, I think, like, Magical Musketeers need a monster, so I need to out both these monsters so then he's in a top decking situation. Or if he doesn't have a monster, he needs to draw one in order to play. And by linking, I should have held the Link Rebo, excuse me. I should have held that for later in the combo. But, hindsight 2020, it all kind of works out. So we'll just go ahead and continue on. I go on Equimax, link into OPHIDIAN Dragster, Monster Reborn out Draco, link into Magius, and then summon Ranru. And I push for here because I attack here instead of anywhere else, because in my mind I was like, well, this is the most damage, and then I'm like, wait a minute, I can't deal damage anyway, so I just had to link out the Draco into Magius to get up into Avermax here. Which, like, I was sitting there, I was like, well, maybe I should just leave this. Equimax, Don Dragster, I mean, that's 2 interruptions, I could potentially stop 2 of his cards, but then I started reading his cards. I understood that Desperado targets, Cross Dom targets, and I was like, coincidentally, in my extra deck, I have another boss monster that, in awkward situations, is, like, the best choice, and it can't be targeted. And I was like, oh boy. So I decided to go ahead and go into Avermax here, because I started thinking, I was like, can Magical Musketeers out Avermax? And if they can, good for them. But Doc comes down, and Doc pretty much activates this here, and I decided to let that go through, but because I know he has the cross domination in hand, if I go ahead and activate it on that, he'll just, he'll go ahead and negate it there. And I kind of just thought, like, in card resources, I'll wait for him to activate something, stronger. So then he activates the Bloody Crown here, which is going to allow me to get cross-domed, which is okay. I mean, like I said, Magical Musketeers are pretty, like, not really big chunguses. They're little chunguses, so they can't really attack. Desperado going to come down and get rid of the Dragster, and they have to attack into Avermax. So Reclusi is going to come in clutch here. I'm going to be able to Kaiju him, then use Reclusi to pop the Max, to go ahead and get Max off the field, and I'm going to keep on pushing. So now they're at 3,500. He's going to set a card, and this is where I draw into, I believe, Maximus. Normal to Maximus, overlay for Dugaris here. Now this is some pretty top tier plays right here, because he's at 35, and with Dugaris I'm at 42, so all I have to do is do a direct attack, and we're going to bring back Reclusia. Reclusia going to target to destroy the set card, and we out his field. Reclusia coming really in clutch here, being able to out certain cards and allow me to push for game here, and I win. So guys, this was round 2. I actually am going to try to have Ferg's and Shane's match come up here also. I don't know, like, I'm trying to get back on the standard upload schedule of every other day, Monday, Wednesday, Friday of uploading, but with also doing the tournament and trying to get replays from the tournament, stuff like that, to show you guys and log the experience of all of us going through it. We might end up having to upload every day, or we might have 2 uploads in one day. I'm not 100% sure. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. This has been Charles from Team COG, signing out.